Devin Haney to come back in 2025, Knuckleheads. He's back in training, working on his return to boxing. But my question for Knucklehead Nation and the boxing fans out there, and I think it's a legitimate one, is who actually cares, right? Because in my life so far on this planet, I've seen very, very few people get tarred and feathered by boxing fans in the boxing public square the way Devin Haney has since his loss and all the subsequent issues that have transpired since that April 20th fight with Ryan Garcia. Now, I mentioned it as a loss. We all know that it was eventually overturned. Ryan Garcia had PEDs in his system, whether he intended to get them there or not. And then subsequent to that, Devin Haney has filed a lawsuit on Ryan Garcia. And listen, none of this stuff is sitting very well with Ryan Garcia's fans and with the boxing public. Ryan Garcia's fans are die-hard. He's got a massive social media following. We saw the numbers he did with Tank Davis when they fought. And these people are loyalists to Ryan Garcia. And you can tell when you open up any boxing forum on social media, these people are going in. They're designing memes. They've put up AI to design memes against Devin Haney. And these people really dislike Devin Haney. Now, a lot of people will say, all this stuff that Devin Haney has done subsequent to his fight on April 20th, right, has backfired on him and is harming and ruining his brand. But I'll say this. They do say, right, that any publicity is good publicity. Now, I don't always believe that. But I think in this situation, it is a big, big benefit to Devin Haney. And let me explain why. Devin Haney, in my opinion, has historically embraced the role of the heel, of the villain. This guy's been trying to be Floyd Mayweather in the way he presents himself from the very beginning of his career. Hyper-technical, very cocky and conceited, very smug in the way he speaks to pretty much everybody. And so that's gotten a lot of people to dislike this kid. Also, you got to consider the haters because he's had some amazing success, right? Beat Linares, beat Vasil Lomachenko in, what was a very ugly fight in some people's eyes that they thought Lomachenko won. But listen, he still beat him, beat Kambosos twice, beat Gamboa, beat Jojo Diaz, and the list goes on and on. He's had a fantastic career at just 26 years old. But listen, I think this situation here, which I don't even think he wanted to happen, right? I'm sure he would have been much happier just beating Ryan Garcia and moving on. But I think this situation is really going to serve him incredibly in his quest to become the heel, right? Because Knuckleheads, I've never, ever quite seen anybody who's fought against a guy that ended up having PEDs in his system somehow turn into the villain in that situation. I mean, that's what's happened with Devin Haney here. Could you imagine fighting somebody who had PEDs in the system and the world thinks you're the bad guy? And I understand, right? I understand fighters and the boxing public want him to go in there and resolve it in the ring. But my goodness, whether he means to do this or not, I think this is just adding so much fuel to the fire of the hate for Devin Haney. And I think if you thought he was a villain before that fight with Ryan Garcia, my God, he is going to come back as the super villain of boxing. He's going to come back as the most detested fighter in boxing. And I think people are going to buy and they're going to pay. They're going to pay to come watch him lose the way they did against Floyd Mayweather. And I think the fact that his saga of villainy is tied with a massive social media presence like Ryan Garcia is just going to aid that. The marination of that rematch. The marinating of that rematch that's occurring right now in the courtrooms is just absolutely insane. And I'm telling you guys, whether he meant to do it or not, And I don't think he meant to do this last part, right? He definitely didn't mean to get beat up the way he did on April 20th. But the comeback is going to be something that it's going to be a sight to behold. Knuckleheads, tell me what you think in the comment section below. Do you think all these lawsuits and everything else and this Devin Haney hate is going to backfire on him, or is it going to help his career tremendously? I think it's going to help it tremendously. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. After you do so, like this video, subscribe to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated if you subscribe and join the channel, right? Join the channel, help me continue to build, or get you some FightersRep merch in the link below to help me continue to build. I'm going to reinvest the money right back into the channel and keep dropping content for you guys. Look forward to hearing what Knucklehead Nation has to say about this. Subscribe, join Knucklehead Nation. Appreciate you guys. Have a great one.